across the board.
We want to talk about what has been a big 24 hours here in this state. We talk about technology and what an unbelievable year it's been for Utah, not just in this state, but on Wall Street and around the world. Utah-based tech companies getting so much exposure, not in this state, but also elsewhere as we kick off the Silicon Slopes. Take a look at what happened here this time yesterday afternoon. It was history in the making, Shara. It was the first time ever that Utah had closed the NASDAQ market. We'll get a shot of what happened and show you the video. Big anticipation for this moment. It was 4 o'clock New York time on the East Coast, 2 o'clock here on Mountain Time. Thousands of summit goers, they were watching tech leaders close the market for the day. Really, Utah, for that moment, was the center of the financial world. And with so many tech giants coming out of Utah, here's what we did. We sat down 3 of the biggest CEOs in this state. These are names that are household names here and soon to be household names around the country, if not the world. Ryan Smith, CEO of Qualtrics, Josh James, CEO of Domo, and Aaron Skonnard, the CEO of Pluralsight.
I mean, Silicon Slopes is cool just in the sense that this is one of those cases where rising tide does lift all boats. And I remember back in my first company, go to Silicon Valley and they're like, wait, you're in Utah? What? Or VC would invest in you and the very first thing they say is you instantly need to move your headquarters. You need to move out here to Silicon Valley. And that doesn't happen anymore. And then when you think more broadly, technology is still the place where, as Americans and as Utahns, we can have a competitive advantage over the rest of the world, technology and innovation. And we need more of it. And so that's what Silicon Slopes is all about. We got 24,000 people registered to come to Silicon Slopes this year. This is only the 3rd year that we've done this big tech summit. And so it's just fun to see. It seems like every time I turn around, there's someone else, hey, I just started a company. Hey, my company's got 400 people. What? 400 people? I don't even know your name. And so it's just fun to see that we're really getting a great ecosystem and a way for everyone to build together, hopefully a better standard of living here in Utah and a good central ecosystem where we've got funding, we've got entrepreneurs, we've got executives, and we've got engineers coming up to help us build these companies.
What is this like to have the success being recognized, not only here in Utah, but globally?
It's incredible. I mean, I think the world knows Utah is on the scene. I mean, Silicon Slopes goes beyond just here within the state. It's a brand that's recognized across the country, across the world really now. And we have investors, who used to fly over this state all the time. And now they're landing, they're staying, like there's a bunch of them here this week. Like they want to know what's going on, where the next big companies like Pluralsight, Qualtrics, Domo that they can go invest in. That's bringing more capital into the state. And it's really, I mean, the big reason why we're doing Silicon Slopes, the whole purpose behind it is to raise Utah's brand.
Look, I think we've worked together. Aaron's done a lot of work. Josh has done a lot of work on leading the charge on getting, computer science in every single school. And I think that's super powerful. No other state's done it. The government's working and legislation's working to make it happen. And I think we're all in on it. I mean, how cool would that be that, my 8-year-old daughter goes from math to spelling to computer science, and it's just the way of the future, and that's the way Utah should be.
It was 1998. I was pitching my company to somebody in Silicon Valley at a cocktail reception, and he'd been talking to me for about 25 minutes. He was really interested, asking about my revenues, about our product, and he was really leaning in. And then I said something, and he's like, wait, where are you guys at? And I said, Utah. And he literally turned around and walked away. That was the end of the conversation. He didn't say goodbye. He just said, wait, what, Utah? Turned around and walked away. It's a much different scenario today than it is.
It certainly is now.
That's the purpose behind Silicon Slopes, this event, everything we're doing. Getting computer science in every school will ensure we have the talent we need 10 years from now, 20 years from now. It's all connected.
That major $5 million pledge here yesterday, just the beginning for what is the sign of things to come moving forward. Guys, thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with us. Big weekend ahead here in Utah. They were walking away, turning their backs. Now they're coming to Utah for the Silicon